All right, the time is 7 p.m. and welcome to the regular meeting of the Helotes City Council for Thursday, June 25th, 2026. Please rise for the invocation and pledge allegiance. May we be granted the wisdom and clarity needed to address the matters before us tonight. Let us respect the voices of our community, work together in the spirit of harmony, and ensure our actions serve the best interest of all citizens. Amen.
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 I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
honor
The Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God.
We're kind of weak on that.
we need a
I know.
Because I wanted to
We didn't memorize that in school. It's a new one.
All right. At this time, we go to citizens be heard. The city council should not discuss or present any issues, nor may any action be taken on any issue at any time. Looks like we got two signed up. Emery Bloom? You could please state your name and your either business address or home address, please.
My name is Emery Bloom. I'm president of Scenic Loop Helotes Creek Alliance, the largest registered neighborhood in the San Antonio area. You may know us for our fights against Guajolote Ranch. My organization is actually a registered neighborhood. That neighborhood exists along Scenic Loop Road between Bandera Road and Babcock Road. I do live in Helotes ETJ, just past Whippleville. I wanted to come here tonight, and my board wanted me to come here to thank y'all for changing the speed limit on Scenic Loop Road between Bandera and Whippleville from 40 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour. Those of us who live along that extent have been trying for years with Bexar County to get Bexar County to change their speed limit all the way to Babcock Road. We really appreciate you guys changing the speed limit down to 30 miles an hour. Most of us live right around turns. As you know, Scenic Loop winds around, and consistently we don't call them the flyover traffic, we call them the fly-through traffic because they're consistently doing 50, 60 miles an hour because Bexar County doesn't patrol the extent near Gray Forest. And so I live right around a turn, and they're constantly flying around that turn, and I have difficulty, and my children had difficulty pulling out of our driveway onto the road. We wanted to come and thank y'all. We know there's going to be complaints about the speed limit being reduced to 30 miles an hour. My assumption is those complaints are from the fly-through folks. Please understand that the residents really do appreciate the 30 miles an hour. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. All right, next we have John Owens.
Yes.
Could please state your name and address.
I'm John Owens. I live at 10110 Circle E Trail in Helotes. I'm a loan officer, and I'm also a licensed ordained minister. We come to discuss some things that are, I think, pretty important that could be happening to our city. Honorable Mayor's not here, so honorable City Council members and residents of Helotes, I thank you for this opportunity to speak. Helotes is a safe, family-friendly community in Bexar County with strong Texas values, good schools, low crime rate. We must work together to keep it that way. I've received information indicating that certain Islamic groups have identified Helotes as a target for expanded influence and potential takeover efforts. This includes plans to purchase multiple 5-acre parcels for building a mosque and related facilities. Residents are already aware of the existing Muslim Center of San Antonio that's located at 10915 FM 1560 in Helotes, which operates out of what appears to be a single-family home used for prayers and community activity. What we must do immediately, number one, enforce zoning, permitting, and land use laws rigorously Any proposal for mosque, Islamic school, housing development, or community center on a 5-acre or larger parcel must undergo full scrutiny, require complete transparency on funding sources, domestic and foreign, ownership, governance, government documents, and covenants. No variances or fast tracking. Review current FM 1560 site for full compliance with residential zoning and any home-based activity restrictions. Number 2, uphold Texas and U.S. law over foreign religious principles. Texas has taken strong action against similar projects elsewhere, such as the Epic City and the Meadows development in Dallas, including investigations, lawsuits, new legislation protecting against discriminatory or Sharia-influenced enclaves. Helotes should pass a resolution supporting these state efforts and affirming that all residents and developments must follow American law first. No parallel societies or no-go areas. Number 3, enhance monitoring and public safety. Direct code enforcement, planning staff, police to closely watch large-scale acquisitions and religious nonprofits and any signs of coordinated activity. Ensure that all activities in the existing center comply with local ordinances. Number 5, community oversight. Establish a citizen advisory committee to review development proposals, demand full public disclosure at hearings, partner with Bexar County and state legislators for briefings. And number 5, reaffirm our principles. Helotes welcomes peaceful people of all backgrounds who embrace assimilation and equality under the Constitution. We reject any supremacist ideology or efforts to create insular communities that undermine our way of life. Council, you must act now with proactive, transparent governance, approve resolutions reinforcing rule of law, increase scrutiny on large religious land purchases, and support for state-level protections. Our children's future in Helotes depends on vigilance today. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. At this time, we're looking for a motion and a second to approve consent agenda items 3 and 4 as written. Motion by Cato,
I'll second.
second by McGowan.
I'd like to ask if I could pull item 4 for discussion, if that's acceptable.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so item number 3 would be up for vote. So all in favor of approving item number 3 as written, which is the minutes of the regular meeting dated June 11, 2026. Say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right, Councilman Michelle.
Thank you. Really a question here for city administrator, city staff. Make sure I'm understanding what I'm looking at correctly here with the quarterly investment summary for the city in item number 4. And then it looks like it's page 2. Try to identify the general fund, the current balance of the general fund, less the street maintenance, et cetera. Am I correct that it is, well, you tell me where it is, I don't want to misstate, which line item refers to that?
So, excellent question. I appreciate that. So, at first glance, when you're looking at the bank checking accounts, that bank checking accounts is where we have the operating and the general fund in Frost. The subsequent pools and the money market accounts are our true investment accounts.
Okay, so if we were to look at the money market account at the bottom, toward the bottom of the page, the operating, what's called the logic operating fund, would that be the general fund investments? The general fund investment account, am I understanding that correctly?
I think I understand what you're getting at. Is that are you referring to the unrestricted reserve funds that sometimes is referred to?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is the primary location.
Okay, so currently, well, let's see, the date of this is at the end of March. The balance on that account is about 14 million or so. Is that correct?
Roundabout,
Okay.
yes.
And I bring that up just in reference to what we were discussing yesterday at the budget workshop, and the number we were working with on that proposed budget for the balance in that account was somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 or 13 million, so less than what is showing here. So the current balance is certainly greater than what was presented yesterday. and probably even more since this is dated in March. So I would hope that that number, or that this data could inform the next iteration of what comes forward as the budget process unfolds. That would be my only request, so that we have the most accurate data to work with.
Yes, sir. So to be clear, so this document here that we're talking about, the investment, is a March document. We have had votes of council that have taken monies and moved them into capital expenditures and things of that nature. The funds fluctuate, as you know, in the balances and the way that investments go. And so when we pulled the data that you saw on yesterday, that is the data that was real-time data at the time that it was pulled.
And that pulling of data would have been within the past 30 days?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think that's my only questions for this one. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Ann?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. So all in favor of approving item number 4 on the consent agenda item that was pulled, say aye.
Stand by. Was there a motion for number 4?
We need a
No,
motion.
pull
So I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve item 4 as presented.
And Cato second. All right, let's do that again. All in favor of approval of consent agenda item number 4 as written, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right, and going to the individual items for consideration, item number 5, I understand we're going to postpone that to a future meeting, right?
Yes, sir.
At the request of the applicant.
At the request of the applicant, okay? So moving on to item number 6, which is, at this time, we will adjourn into closed session in accordance with Texas Government Code 551.089, deliberation regarding security devices of security audits. The time is 7:12 PM, and we will return shortly.
Mayor Pro Tem, we are live.
All right, we are back in open session. The time is 7:39 PM. Returning from executive session, no decisions were made and no votes were taken. All right, moving on in open session. Looking for a motion and a second to discuss and take action on item number 7 as written.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve an ordinance of the City of Council of the City of Helotes authorizing amendment number 4 to the fiscal year ending 2026 budget by transferring $25,500 from the unreserved fund balance to Police Department Interdepartment Fund 01-560-5311 bulletproof vests to purchase updated equipment.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
By McCowan. All right. Any, Mr. Kittle?
No.
That's good. Councilman Michelle?
No.
No, no comment.
All right. All in favor of approving item number 7, authorizing the amendment number 4 to the fiscal year ending 2026 budget by transferring $25,500 from the unreserved fund balance to the police department. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right, at this time, it brings us to the end of our meeting. We'll call the meeting ended at 7:41. Thank you for attending.